All right, now time to delve into other issues, as the federal government has now said that Nigerians abroad with expired Nigerian passports can return home without hindrance. The Comptroller General of Immigration Service, Jerry Idris, made this known in a letter dated December 9, 2022, which was addressed to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyama. And the letter was signed by the Special Assistant to the Comptroller General Foreign Desk, DCI, BM Lawal, on behalf of Idris, and also copied all head of missions, immigration attaches, as well as airport controllers and airlines. Well, the bottom line is that Nigerians in diaspora can now return to the country this Yuletide, who have, of course, Nigerians who have expired passports. Let's check how this would pan out with Dr. Dayo Kayode, who is, of course, still with us via the phone. Thank you for staying with us, Dr. D.
My pleasure all the time.
What's your first reaction to this directive by the federal government that Nigerians with expired passports outside the country can now come back?
I pity those people that we want to follow that directive. Let them return with expired passports at their own peril. If you are coming back here with your expired passports, fine, you are coming to your country. But your host country, will they allow you to come back with that expired passports? Why am I saying this?
But this is coming directly from the federal government.
Federal government. Federal government. Indeed. Do they place value on their citizens? Do they place value on their citizens? Even when they are being molested there, don't we have embassies in those countries? To what extent have those countries been at advantage to them? I have a personal experience. Sometimes ago, long time ago, there was a girl in UK there, and I was in the UK with my whole family. And that day, they cancelled all form of transportation because of that girl. Girl is when wind is traveling at a speed that is very, very high. I think that time wind was traveling at about 92 miles per hour. So you can imagine. Now, because flights were cancelled, the following day, you can imagine how the airport will be. It was, I think it was London Heathrow Airport. The whole place jam-packed. Those that are supposed to travel the previous day, and those that were supposed to travel that very day. Unfortunately, I was to pass through, because it was on KLM. To now pass through, you have to pass through these airports, these Schiphol airports in Amsterdam. Could you believe that? Just in a way, to disrupt some people's travel, they now said my transit visa was not genuine. After can you say my transit visa isn't genuine? Did I not pass through that same people to UK? I have to with in annoyance, go to our embassy, not too far from Trafalgar Square in central London. Ask me what happened. Those people there were just looking at me, despite the fact that even one of my kids there was about I think 6 years old or so. They were not even looking at those babies.
Wow.
They were so rude. Wait now, so rude, so arrogant, and they couldn't do anything. Until I now went to, I think, Kingston, where Netherlands Dutch embassy was situated. They now looked at it. They said, I can never, this one is fake. So why am I saying this is our embassies, they are not doing what they are supposed to be doing. So if that being the case, if you now travel back here with a fake passport, with an expired passport, are they sure when they get back to Nigeria, Nigerian immigration will give them, we renew their passport for them on time to be able to travel back? Bearing in mind that over there, they are very, very conscious of time. When you are being given a week holiday, they expect you to be back at your desk immediately after that your holiday. Okay? So tell me, if they are now stranded here, what compensation will federal government give to them? Go to our immigration offices now and see what is happening there. Go there and see what is happening there.
So you're saying despite the assurances of the Comptroller General,
these people we want to travel by all means. The rate of extortion there will increase. And when you are not ready to do their biddings, what do you think will happen to them? They will get frustrated. So any one of them that is listening to that order is at his or our own peril. Before coming back to Nigeria, ensure that you renew your passport. Okay, what stops them from renewing their passports over there through our embassies? Are we saying our embassies cannot do that again?
But isn't it even criminal to travel with...
Our embassies are there.
Dr. D, isn't it criminal?
Of our citizens.
Isn't it criminal to even travel with expired passports to start with?
You say what?
Isn't it criminal to travel with expired passports, even though they have the assurances of the Comptroller General of the immigration?
That is to tell you that even the federal government is now encouraging criminality. The federal government is encouraging criminality. How can you ask your people? They are not even ashamed of themselves.
But don't you see it as a form of favor, especially for those who want to come home for the festive season?
The question is anybody coming home in for the Yuletide ought to have known that by now their passports will have been expired. So what have they been doing since the beginning of the year? And I'm very sure Nigerians are smart people. We are not dumb people. They will have been trying to renew their passports over there. But because of the ineptitudeness of our officials at our various embassies abroad, that is why they are experiencing this. If they are experiencing this, then how come will you now come to Nigeria with expired passports? That is to say that they want these people to come and get stranded in Nigeria. That's to tell you the level of value we place on our citizens, especially those in the diaspora.
Dr. D.
I will advise them, let them just sit down there, if they know that their passports are expired.
Dr.
Let
D.
them make sure that they renew their passports before coming here.
Okay, you touched on an issue that has been prevalent in the system for quite some time, which is the delay.
Should it be?
That's where I'm coming to. The delay, the bureaucratic process that entails renewing one's passport or even getting one's passport. Why is that red tapeism there? You talked about those who will probably come in on this directive with expired passports, the possibility of them being stranded because it may take a while for them to get their passports renewed. So the big question will be, why is this, a recurring narrative within, system? Why do people have to, wait for so long? We hear of things like booklets being out.
I know you know.
Well,
because of your profession, you don't want to mention it. It is nothing other than a way to deceive people to come in and then use them to generate money. Let me give you an instance.
Okay.
Look at our NIN. Where are we supposed to get our NIN? They decided to make this thing cumbersome when you come to their designated offices. And then people now became so disillusioned towards this NIN thing. What did they now do? They decided to now contract it out to some people, to unprofessional people that doesn't even know how to plug the what do I call it now, computers. You now find out that they will now be charging you money. The person that where I did my own, there was a mistake. Instead of writing Adedayo, they did not put, that person did not put that Y. Let me now shock you. Could you know that before I could get that thing corrected, I was charged 6,500 naira. And within 2 days, this thing was done. But if I should go to their office, they won't do it. So that means to say that they are settling. Those people that are doing it now settle some people inside. You didn't know how many people that got their this thing incorrect. Just because they want to raise unnecessary money.
Okay.
If it is your date of birth, they'll be charging you 15,000. I know of somebody that was charged 60,000. Now, can you now imagine how many Nigerians had that problem then?
Yes,
and how much money will have gone into some people's private pockets? And this thing was said. I said this thing on this same your platform. And I said it on several fora. But what did they do? They didn't do nothing because the money comes to them. Now, if these people now should come to Nigeria, they will now cause problem for them. And some people will now be collecting money for them to get it seamless. But if they are now doing it themselves, they will not be able to do it. Go to CHC, the same thing is happening.
Well, we know.
I'm giving this instances so that those in the diaspora, we know what is happening here, that if they should follow that policy of government, it is at their own peril.
Okay, we know quite well that with e-passport registrations and all, the process is a bit easier. But when you have to go for biometrics,
it's a lie. It's not easier.
Okay, well,
it's a lie. You go to the system. Listen, you go to the system. It will not be open for you. You say this site is temporary legit. It will give you all sorts of things. Or not until when you go to their touts, their recognized touts, you will not get it done. What are you talking about? You know all these things, Samson.
Well, for the few who had a seamless process online, going to the offices for biometrics.
What's the percentage? Probably 5%. Probably 5%. Is that a success story?
I pretty much understand that.
See, I said, listen, I have been outside of the country before, and when I was with my friend, he did everything on the system. And under 2 days, he was sent a message to come and pick up. It is only a point of pickup that you are supposed to show, because the whole thing works perfectly. But here we put encumbrances on the ways of the people. Why? Because there is a big connivance of the leadership against the people that they are supposed to govern.
Okay, but
okay. You have talked about the fact that you do not trust this directive of the federal government. But what would be the motive or the objective of the federal government to bring these Nigerians back to the country and then leave them stranded with the limited resources we have in the country?
What is also the objective for SADC? What is their objective when they put the difficulties on the way of the people and then see them suffering? What's the objective? It's the same thing. Nothing other than that. Because we don't place value on our people. Okay, listen to this. Why is it that these people cannot also renew their passports at our also why? Why must they come here? When they know that there is a backlog. They know there is a backlog here. Even when you want to renew now, listen to this. When you want to renew your passport, you have to first of all book for an appointment. And there is no way you book for appointment. Most appointments be booked for now will take nothing less than 2 months before you have been attended to. 2 months. So they will now come and stay in Nigeria for 2 months and then leave their work over there. By the time they are now able to go back there, they've already lost their jobs. And they'll now be looking for jobs again. So why do you want to put your citizens in this kind of a problem? Excuse me. Let the federal government give an order to the embassies over there. Send them passport booklets and let Nigerians renew their passports before coming back here. Because even by telling them to travel with the expired passport, it's nothing other than encouragement of criminality.
And wouldn't even, there are some checks, for instance, checkpoints, even while coming back to the country. Wouldn't those agencies or the bodies that check customs and all that, wouldn't they raise some eyebrows, or would the directive be enough to cover for those checkpoints?
Shibi, I read the letter. I read the letter that our government sent to those agencies. I read the letter. But is that normal? It is nothing but abnormality, idiocy of government. What you are supposed to do, you are not doing it. And you now want to pass the difficulty to other agencies. Will they be ready to take it from you? It's not their own responsibility, is it? No. Let me tell you that, listen, you cannot pass your responsibility to us. And that's why I will still be clamoring that those people over there, they should just think that if their passports are expired, though, if you come back here with expired passports, it's at your own peril. And that's just the truth.
Okay, we'll just anchor it there and see how this whole thing plays out. But we would be back. Dr. D is still with us. We would be back to switch gears to talk about the PVC collection, especially as INEC began distribution on December 12th. That was on Monday. We'll be right back.